Hello and welcome to the Embroidered Elephant channel. My name is Kim and you're joining me today with a cold, if you could not tell. And also for over 50 ideas on New Year's resolutions if you are a crocheter, a knitter or a yarn enthusiast. I've gathered lots of ideas throughout the last couple of months on some ideas on New Year's resolutions. These aren't necessarily all the ones that I'm going to stick to, but I thought it would be a good starting place for you to roll with if you are making some crochet or knitting related New Year's resolutions this year. The first one, a simple one, is to learn a new stitch. Expand your stitch library. Maybe get a book and try a number of different stitches from that book. Number 2, learn Tunisian crochet. Have you been wanting to try it for a while and it's just worried you? Well, there are so many resources online that there is no excuse anymore not to give it a try, even if it goes disastrously. Number 3 is experimenting with colour work. Again, this is one of the ideas that seems quite daunting, though I'm sure that it's not once you get into the swing of it. Number 4, another crochet. Try broomstick crochet. Number 5, try amigurumi if you haven't, or expand on the types of amigurumi that you do. Number 6, make a temperature blanket. I will have another video coming out around temperature blankets closer to the end of the year as well. Number 7, learn filet crochet or fillet crochet. Fillet, I believe it is. Again, this is a new technique that looks beautiful. Number 8, complete a challenging project. Is there something from your dream list that you've wanted to try but you just haven't got around to it yet? Number 9, organise your yarn stash. For me, this has been so simple but so effective. It's really helped to have a list of all of the yarn that I have, and now I can type in what I'm looking for and I can see exactly how much I have, whether I can complete the project that I want to complete or not. Number 10, have only a set amount of skeins in your stash. Do you want to get it down to half? Do you want to get it down to 10? Do you want to get it down to 100 even? No judgment zone. If that's something that you want to, it helps to have a number on it. So try and think of a reasonable number. But first, I would say definitely count them, because you may be surprised by how much you have in your stash. Number 11, try a new fibre. Have you never used mohair? Here's your chance to try it. There's so many different types of fibre out there. I'm sure you haven't tried them all. Try it. Try something other than yarn. Fabric maybe. Number 13, write your own pattern. You may have lots of self-drafted patterns, or you may be thinking about something for a while. Write it down. And number 14, if you're brave enough, release it. Number 15, join a cow, a knit along or a crochet along. This is organised usually by another fibre artist. They release a pattern, or they release parts of a pattern every couple of days, every week or so. You knit along and you're not necessarily sure of what the end project will be or what exactly it will look like. This is a great way to make friends, join in with the community, and overall just expand on your skills. Number 16, collaborate on a project. One project I have in mind for this particularly is send in granny squares to people for yarn bombing. Number 17, yarn bomb yourself. Yarn bomb for a good cause, you know, whether it's feminism, anti-war, anti-pollution, whatever it is that you're passionate about, yarn bomb. It's definitely the answer. Number 18, teach a loved one how to crochet. Number 19, and this may be on a lot of people's lists, complete all of your whips. Number 20, create a crochet gift for a loved one, or all of your loved ones. My advice would be to start early. Number 21, attend a crochet class or a workshop. Some local communities have knit and natter groups where you can come together and either make a group project, or you can come together and just knit in the same space and natter. The same is for crochet. if you're a knitter or a crocheter, you can be in the same space and go to the same class. Obviously, if it's a workshop, it will be specific to one craft or another. It doesn't even need to be knitting or crochet if you already know how to do them. It could be something completely different. Number 22, crochet for a charity. There are plenty of charities that take donations of hats or blankets for various different causes. Number 23, keep a log of all of your projects, whether it's in a notebook, Ravelry, another service, whether you just take pictures of them. However you do it, it is a great idea to keep track of all of your projects. Number 24, create a dedicated crochet space. Now, I understand that not everyone has the ability to do this. You may be in a small house, you may not have a specific room. I'm very lucky to have this crochet room, but you may decide to pop a cushion somewhere, keep your project bags in a specific corner of the sofa. 25, complete a project per month. Now, if you've got an overwhelming number of works in progress, this may work better for you. You may wish to complete one project per month. That may be more achievable for you than trying to rush to complete them all within the first couple of months of 2024. Number 26, if you've wanted to for a while, try to sell some stuff. Whether you knit, crochet or dye fibres, you can try selling it online or at a craft stall, in person, people you know. You could also try and sell some of your stash if you're trying to stash down. And again, there are plenty of resources for this. Number 27, make a wearable. Again, this may be a bit scary to start off with, to crochet or knit something that has to be a specific size, but it's not as difficult as you think it may be. Again, there are loads of patterns out there and there are loads of tutorials on YouTube as well. So there are all the resources in the world to support you with making a wearable. I actually made my first crochet socks using free tutorial online on YouTube. I think each of the lessons is about an hour and a half. Did I have to rewatch it about 100 times? Yes. But did I get some crochet socks out of it? Yes I did. Number 28, finish a certain amount of jumpers. It may be a big deal to finish one jumper per month, but you may want to make one jumper per season, or you may want to make a jumper every 3 or 4 months, you know, whatever floats your boat, whatever you feel that you can do. Again, you can change this. You can say to create a dishcloth per week. I know some people do that. It could be to make a pair of socks every month if you've got a lot of sock projects, etc. Number 29, host a crochet party or join a fibre artist group. Again, this can be in person, but you can also join online. Number 30, find new creatives to watch or follow. Find someone new that you like the style of and follow along with their journey. Number 31, start a YouTube channel yourself to share your projects, to share tutorials, etc. Podcasts are quite popular in the knitting and crochet community. There are so many people who have podcasts. Give it a go. It's not as scary as you think it will be. Even if you record, you know, lots of videos and don't release them, just try and get more comfortable being in front of the camera if that's something that you wish to do. Number 32, host a crochet workshop or a class. Number 33, go to a crochet or a yarn festival. There are so many out there. Number 34, invest in better quality yarn or tools. Maybe replace some of the tools that you got when you first started with better quality ones. Maybe as you use up your yarn, you can replace it with nicer yarn for specific projects. Number 35, make a scrap busting project or have a scrap busting year. Try and get rid of all of the bits of yarn that are lying around. Find a nice pattern to put them in. There are so many out there. Number 36, set up a project wish list. If there are lots of projects that are currently sort of whirring around in your mind, get them down on paper, make a Pinterest board, pop them on Ravelry, put them on your project list. Just note them down so that they don't just disappear, and then when you're looking for inspiration, they'll all be in one place. Number 37, set up an inspiration board. So put down colour themes that you like, what you want your stash to look like, your style of crochet or knitting, your dream projects, etc. This can be quite fun, and it may be quite surprising to see what catches your eye as well. And number 38, at the end of the year, kick back and celebrate all of your achievements. So this could be a count of all the projects that you've done, it could be looking at all the videos that you've finished, could be looking at all the workshops you've done, or how many people you've taught to knit, or how many projects that you've sold. And here are some more yarn specific New Year's resolutions. Number 1, learn about dyeing yarn. Whether you want to give it a go yourself or you just want to know more about the process, there's so many resources out there for you. Number 2, using natural dyes. You can get a full rainbow using just natural resources to dye yarn. It's for me, it's amazing. Number 3, have a de-stash sale. Is your yarn not fit for purpose anymore? Does it not show the way that you've developed your interests? Does it not represent you? Number 4, create a yarn inventory. Again, I have mentioned this a few times, but it's because it's been so amazing for me. Creating a visual inventory of all the yarn that you have if you can't necessarily see it. It can be a great way to plan projects, to ensure that you use the yarn that you have, but also to get rid of a lot of your yarn as well. It may inspire you as well. Hopefully it is inspiring. Number 5, learn more about yarn fibres and their properties. What's best for what project. And number 6, work with each of them to learn more about them. Number 7, host or participate in a yarn swap. There are lots of opportunities to have yarn swaps within your local community. Whether you go to a bigger city, just keep an eye out, or you can organise one yourself. This is where you swap yarn dependent on the brand or the amount that you have. You can pick yarn from other people that's more suited to your projects. Number 8, set and stick to a specific yarn budget. Do you only want to spend £50 on yarn this year? Do you want to spend nothing? Do you want to spend £200? You know, set a budget and try and stick to it. In a previous video, I have gone over why my stashless year did not work. And one of the ways was because I said to not spend any money on yarn. For me that didn't work, but having a set budget for the year would have worked better, or for the month, etc. Number 9, discover more indie dyers. Find a new favourite, maybe subscribe to some of their boxes. 10, learn about yarn substitutions. What is a good substitute for what? Number 11, learn to cake yarn. Maybe you've got a yarn swift coming your way for Christmas. Learn how to use it. It is quite straightforward, and if you've got a lot of yarn or you buy a lot of indie dyed yarn, it can be a bit of a lifesaver. Though it's not essential, it saves a lot of time and effort. Number 12, cake all of your yarn. If this is your preference, if you find it more appealing to have all of your yarn caked up and stacked, it may be that you want to cake all of your yarn up. Number 14, start a journal. List your project notes, ideas, sketches and yarn notes. This could be specific to the yarn that you use. It could be specific to the projects you do. It could be specific to ideas you have for different projects. It could be for some of the patterns that you come up with. Number 15, learn a new fibre art. Spinning. Number 16, try macrame. Number 17, try weaving. Number 18, try punch needling. Number 19, subscribe to a yarn club. If this is within your budget, if this is part of your goal, find a new artist or subscribe to one that you love already. This could be per month, it could be per quarter, per every 2 months. It could be an 100 gram skein. Some do 50 grams and some do a sock set, so 20 grams and 100 grams. Number 20, experiment with new yarn. Whether it's hand spun, more textured, mohair, etc. Try a new yarn that you haven't tried already. Number 21, only buy yarn for specific projects. If there is a sweater that you're looking at, just buy yarn for that. Don't buy yarn just based on the fact that you like it, but buy it for a specific project. And lastly, number 22, create a yarn wish list. Create a list of yarn that you have had your eye on for a while, and maybe when it comes to Christmas, when it comes to your birthday, when it comes to the time of the month where you can spend a little bit more money, it will be a great time, and maybe give you a chance to think about it, whether that is looking at reviews to see whether it's nice or not, whether it's finding patterns for it, etc. Put it down on the list and you can save it for another day. So that is a long list of ideas for New Year's resolutions for people who crochet, knit, want to try them, or are passionate about yarn. Some of these may be a great idea for you. You might like one of them, you might like several of them. My advice would be not to try too many at once. But if you found this inspirational, please subscribe to my channel and drop a comment below if you've got any more ideas. Hopefully you found this list inspiring and interesting. I know I found it very interesting to do it, and it's got my brain going with different ideas that I'm going to try for 2024. But thank you very much for watching. My video for 2024 New Year's resolutions will be out nearer the end of the month, between Christmas and New Year's, I think. So if that would interest you, feel free to follow along my journey. And until next time, take care. Bye.